Hello, this is Pythagoras Theorem by Tay. So we're going to look at how we solve problems involving right-angled triangles, because Pythagoras Theorem is a mathematical formula that is used to solve problems involving right-angled triangles. We encounter a lot of situations in life that require the solution to be related to Pythagorean solutions. Finding the shortest route between two places. Pythagoras theorem comes into that. So the goal or objective of today's lesson is to understand how to solve Pythagorean problems on right-angled triangle. So demonstrate how Pythagoras theorem works on right-angled triangles. My name is Tay. So the Pythagoras theorem in its basic form is a squared is equal to b squared plus c squared. A squared plus b squared. A squared is equal to b squared plus c squared. Yes, Pythagoras theorem is one that needs to be memorized. The same way that you have to memorize the quadratic formula with Pythagoras theorem, you also need to memorize and remember this formula here. All right. Pythagoras theorem, like we said, is about right-angled triangle. So this is the right-angled triangle here. It meets at 90 degrees here. The area of the largest square, which is created by the longest side. So if we were to create a right angle, a square with the side of the square the size of this length, which is called the hypotenuse, and you create another square on this side and you create another square on this side. The phenomena of Pythagoras theorem is that the area of the largest square equals the area of the two smaller squares. So this square, a squared, so if we were to label A, B, C, we went a squared, so the area here is equivalent to the area of this one, b squared, plus c squared. So if this was b here and this was c here, it's a squared equals to b squared plus c squared. You'd get the same area as this one here. Okay, so let's see worked examples. So the right angled triangle here labeled ABC. This side, the longest side, it's called the hypotenuse, and it's represented by A here. And this side is B and this side is C. So the Pythagoras theorem, as we have already looked at, a squared, this side, if you square the length of this side, it's equals to squaring the length of this side plus the length plus the square of this side. So the hypotenuse is A, the longest side. B and C are the two shorter sides that meet at 90 degrees. Let's calculate the length of side AB. So go ahead and pause the video and try to solve this equation, this problem of a right-angled triangle. Okay, so we solve it by Pythagoras theorem. A squared equals b squared plus c squared. So this is the longest side, which is the hypotenuse. So that's the A side. So a squared equals to b squared plus c squared. So x squared equal to 6 squared plus 8 squared. You find 6 squared is 36, 8 squared is 64. Add them together, you get 100. So x squared is equals to 100. We want to find x. So x is equals to the square root of 100. Therefore, x will be equal to 10. Length of side AB is 10 centimeters. Another example, calculate the length of side RT. And go ahead and pause the video whilst you're doing this. Okay, so by Pythagoras theorem, a squared equals b squared plus c squared. The longer side is, which one is the long side here? It is labeled 17 meters here. That's the longest side. That's the hypotenuse. It's opposite the right angle. Hypotenuse is always opposite the right angle, and it's always the longest on a right angle triangle. So 17 squared will be equals to b squared y squared plus 15 squared. 17 squared is equals to y squared plus 15 squared. Either of these can be b or c. You can have this as b and this as c. Either way it works. 17 squared is equals to b squared plus c squared. Simplifying it, end up with y squared is equals to 64. Therefore, y is square root of 64, and therefore y is equals to 8. The length of side RT is 8 meters. That's how you apply Pythagoras theorem. Thank you.